Hello, guys. Welcome to Eguna Faithful. I just want to tell us not to be disappointed with the draw against Liverpool yesterday. It's not a chance missed. There are so many games to be played, and draws are bound to occur. I can never sit here and lie to you and say we can win the remaining 18 matches, or we can just win out of the 18 or 17 matches. We can draw only one and win the 16 matches. And besides, Liverpool is a formidable team. You could see how well coached they were yesterday and how well drilled they were. And another thing that people fail to notice is that they play with a lot of midfielders. So it became so difficult for us to break them down. People were like, thank God Ekitike is not playing. And I was like, had it been he's playing, there's just how it would have given us an opening more than them deploying Sabozlai and having Gakpo. Gakpo didn't, I'm not saying he didn't participate as well as he should, but they were asked to more of defend than attack yesterday. I'm not saying they didn't get a few opportunities, a sniff or two at our own end, but you could just see that they were not as open as they used to be. Liverpool have started adopting their game to absorbing pressures. Liverpool in the past under Klopp was all pressing, gang football and stuff like that. But nowadays, Liverpool can also sit down. I mean, they are learning from the book of Mikel Arteta. So it's not as bad as a lot of us think, because they played with almost 5 or 6 midfielders yesterday. And apart from Frimpong, I don't think there is any of their attacker that really pressed us like that. I think they just wanted to use Frimpong to catch us on a counter or stuff like that. So yesterday's game was never a chance missed. It was a very good point. And to win the league in this Premier League, you have to earn it. I'm not saying we did very well yesterday, but I'm just saying we should not take it as a point, as a chance missed. So we have other games to go on to. We still have a 6-point gap. I'm not saying it cannot turn in a match or two, but the Man City that we are having is not the perfect well-oiled machine that used to run down teams and stuff like that. I'm not saying we should take anything for granted, mind you, but at the same time, we should appreciate what is happening. And I believe if it's any other thing, they would have been drawn by our swords yesterday. So it was not a chance missed. They were heavy in the center. They were well drilled in the center. They didn't want to take chances with us. And I think this our defender in Kapi going off also limited us, because there was so much. They started pressing from that particular angle. You could just see Miles Lewis Kelly. It could be due to his lack of game time, or it could be the pace of Frimpong. So it just, one way or the other, it contributed. The 3 position when Nkampi went off, it contributed a lot to Liverpool gaining position, and Victor Gyökeres as well. So many people will feel as if one is just defending him, but we know the shift he used to put in. I believe he should have had a better game with some of his positioning and stuff like that. But when you take off Victor Gyökeres, there seems to be a particular pressure that starts to befall Arsenal. So such factors, in one way or the other, it contributed to what we witnessed yesterday. But I feel at my verdict at the end of the game is that we should find a way to crack open such stubborn teams. I believe Arteta is still learning, and the game is not as experienced as the other coaches, the likes of Guardiola, the likes of Enrique and stuff like that. But I feel he's doing very well. And the Premier League, I'll quote Mark Goldbridge, the Premier League is a marathon. You don't just win it in 2 games or 3 games. You don't win it in a game. You have to endure some of these frustrating matches. The only important thing there is that don't just lose a game. The Invisibles won with almost 14 draws, with as many as 12 draws or so. I'm not too certain at the moment. Don't take my word for it now. So we just have to know how to go about our business. We just make sure that we pick a point on even worst day. That is all that matters at the end of the day. Thank you guys. You say tune in. Peace.